Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mind, Muscles, and More. My name is Emily, and in today's episode, I am talking about, is it bad that I don't have FOMO? Should I care? Should I not care? Am I the asshole? Let's find out. So, kicking this off with kind of why I started thinking about it is there are so many things that I just do not seem to care to want to be social about anymore. And other people kind of feel that it's awkward. It's kind of weird that I don't care, that I'd rather just be in my own bubble. And for someone like me, it's like I could benefit from other things and doing time doing other things. Like, example, right? I could spend my time making content. I could spend my time reading a book. I can spend my time studying for classes or studying to take a certification exam, right? These are all things that I could be doing with my time instead of doing things that like degrade my health or waste my time or don't make me money. And to that, I know a lot of people will be like shook, right? They're gonna be like, oh, you should be a little bit more social in your 20s, or, not everything is about the gym, not everything is about your health, not everything da 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 da. But to me, I have my priorities in my life that I want to make happen, right? Like, I got so many things I want to do for myself, and I can't let other people's perception of me or other people's, like, I don't know, attitude change the way I feel about things. So let's get into this. By definition, if we're looking this up, the National Institute of Health says fear of missing out, also known as FOMO, is a unique term introduced in 2004 to describe a phenomenon observed on social media network sites. FOMO includes two processes. Firstly, perception of missing out, followed with a compulsive behavior to maintain those social connections. Now, I think that FOMO is really like a millennial issue. And why do I say it's a millennial issue? So I opened up Very Well Mind, which comes up right after you look up FOMO. It says how to deal with FOMO in your life, the origin of FOMO, and how it affects your health. You scroll down a little bit, and the last related term is jomo, which is joy of missing out, which is the opposite of FOMO and refers to positive feelings about missing out or disconnecting from social media. And to that I say, that is a very, very Gen Z thing, right? Because we love to like be like, oh, I'm not going to be on social media for a couple days, couple weeks, couple months. I want to reground myself. I want to work on myself. I want to do this. I want to do that. We find joy in missing out on negative things. Whereas millennials, they're so up there in age already, it's just normalized that you have to socialize, you have to post on social media, you have to. There's never no stop. It's always go, 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 go. Whereas we're like, whatever, like slow mornings, like slow living my life, like kind of just is what it is. And I love that for us, like as Gen Z, because we're stopping the norms that millennials put out there. And there is this really, really huge thing that I have noticed, at least on my medias, is that Gen Z is really stopping that having to be a girl boss, having to do the absolute most as a woman. Because trust me, when I was 18, worked so hard, never gave time to myself, never gave back to myself, Why? Because millennials put that out there on social media. You need to do this. You need to do this. You need to do this. You need to climb that ladder. You need to do this. And then recently, I just looked back on it and I'm like, the only thing that it does for me is make me stressed. Like, I'm at the capacity where I can do things a certain way, but that's just how it is. And I don't think going to school, working full time, doing content, I don't really think of it as girl bossing my way into whatever. Because one, school slash education alone is important and I'm taking my time with it. I'm not forcing myself to take 10 classes a semester. Absolutely not. No. 1 to 2 classes a semester is all I need just to like trickle my way into getting my degree. Next, working full time and going to school, right? Those two combined. That's fine. I do my job. I live my life. Whatever, right? And then lastly, like doing the content creating while also doing all of that. I am doing it for fun, right? So that doesn't discourage me from anything. I just want to help people who were like me or are like me, kind of just getting that transition into a good mindset, good health, good fitness, good everything, right? And I just don't get like why millennials have so much hatred for people younger than them. And this could be said about how they feel that music sucks now or that like things just were better back when they were like younger, when they were da 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 da, right? I mean, like, truthfully, I don't know. Is it just coming to the realization that like they're old? Or is it just coming to the realization that they just like don't find joy in missing out? I don't know. Like, you guys tell me in the comments. I would love to know like other people's point of view. Like, am I missing something here? Because I truthfully don't feel bad for not wanting to attend things, not wanting to go places with other people, not wanting to go out to drink. Not, ew, no. That's a waste of time. That's a waste of energy. That's a waste of a night. I don't know. Am I just wrong? Am I just old? Am I old but young? Is it a Gen Z thing? I don't know. Because my feed, I guess, is tailored to me. And most people in my feed don't go out. Most people, like, they're talking about studying, they're talking about gym, they're talking about health, they're talking about mental health, they're talking about positive things and doing good things and spreading good messages. And maybe that's just it. Like, I mean, yeah, every now and again, do I go out? Maybe, yeah. But do I want to? I don't know. Like, there's just nothing in me anymore that wants to go out. Like, granted, like, yeah, I have lived my life. I've done it. Like, I'm good. All it gives you is a hangover and you feel like crap and you can't really work because you're druggy. And it's not the move, right? And so you kind of want to think about it in the sense that what is really wrong with FOMO? How do I stop getting FOMO? Why do certain groups of people have FOMO? And we go back to what I said before. In 2004, the term was coined. And that is in reference, I'm assuming, to millennials because they were old enough to be on MySpace. And wow, shocker, I know what MySpace is. Woo. But yeah, so these people were using it. Obviously, that term is for them. Like, I'm sure someone posted something and they were like, oh, they didn't invite me. Kind of like fear of missing out. And these people are now like, what, 40, in their late 30s. Something about like that, right? I don't know. And now they're all on Facebook. And they're doing the same thing, right? Like, the fear of missing out because someone had a baby shower, they weren't invited, or someone had a wedding, they weren't invited. And what did they do? They crashed the wedding because they thought it was cute and quirky. I don't know. Like, that's kind of gross. Like, really, when you think about it, like, crashing events just because you know about it, because you saw it, kind of makes you realize I shouldn't post much on social media. Because imagine if you did a wedding and you didn't want that person invited, and that person crashes your wedding and self invites themselves. One, there's not enough food for you. Two, you weren't invited. Three, now people gotta socialize with you when you weren't even invited. Kind of gets you thinking, why would you self invite yourself? Like, that's gross. Right? And then, secondly, me on the other hand, I do everything jokingly, sarcastically, whatever the case may be. Right? Because I simply I don't care. I find the joy in missing out. Because I know I could do so many other things with my time that make me money, that will put me forward, and I don't need to feel bad about it. Right? And I simply cannot stress this enough that I think Gen Z is moving in a positive direction with just not caring, in the sense that we don't need the enjoyment of being at something that we weren't invited to. Because it's cool to see it on someone's story, because it's like you're there and you move on. Like, does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe I'm missing the point. I'm missing the mark. I'm a dummy here. I don't really fucking know. Like, I don't know. Am I just like not understanding the concept? Because simply I don't have any fears of missing out on anything anymore. Like, or ever really. Because, like, I could say, like, was I like sad a little bit when I was a kid and I wasn't invited to the birthday party? Okay, true. But what was I gonna do about it? I wasn't invited. But I moved so much that I didn't really have the same friends. So what difference does it make? Obviously, I'm not invited because I'm not chill enough to be chilling with them. Like, the fuck? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm missing here. Or, like, what is wrong with me? Am I a problem? Is this what it's coming out to be? I don't know. But, like, it says here, research suggests that in some teens, FOMO can play a role of anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and risky behaviors. I don't know, because the thing is, when you have your group of friends, you kind of just do everything with them anyway, and you're always invited. So therefore, you're not missing out. At least this is how I saw it from my point of view. Like, but then again, I wasn't seeking anything. I wasn't really like putting myself in the situation where you didn't invite me, or you don't want to invite me, and then, right? Like, I don't know what I'm missing. Like, do you need FOMO to be successful? Because if I scroll up here, there was something that says mystery of missing out. This refers to fear that you are missing out but not having any clues about what you're missing out on. And I don't know, like, I guess this term could also kind of coincide with the grass is always greener on the other side, which, negative, not true. And this really, like, is a term used for workspaces. However, do I think if you switch companies, industries, whatever, right? So if you're doing the same job and you switch companies, In my eyes, no, the grass is not greener on the other side. If you switch jobs to a completely different career, yes, I do think the grass is greener on the other side because it's something new, something fresh, something that you're going to want to learn, something you're going to want to be entertained with for a couple of years. That in itself makes the grass greener on the other side. I know that someone's going to disagree with me, and that's totally fine. I would love to hear people's thoughts in the comments because I'm trying to figure out, like, am I missing a mark here? Like, am I just dumb? Am I just rambling? I don't know. So I'm kind of just trying to figure out, why do millennials guilt trip Gen Z so hard? Are they jealous because they done goofed their whole life and realized that they could have done better for themselves? I don't get it, because I overhear conversations quite often where it's like, all these people do is post on TikTok and they make $1 billion, $1 million, or whatever, blah blah blah. You get what I'm saying? And I kind of just like, I'm like, whatever, other people's lives don't affect me. I don't know. Like, it's nice to live your life and do your own thing, mind your business. I think social media is an issue. Like, if you're not following the right people that guide you, that like inspire you, that give you motivation, I don't know, like, you're not really following the right people. Like, what's that guy's name? Theo Vaughn. He pops in my feed often, and I don't subscribe to him. He just pops in my feed. I, I don't know what he does besides have a podcast. Joe Rogan pops in my feed a lot. This is someone who does a podcast. I think I could just get people who do podcasts but like are roasted just because, I have a podcast, right? These are just people that pop in my feed. I have no fear of missing out to subscribing to them or like keeping up with what they do every day. Like, this is not me. Like, I don't need to. And it's just, I just like to follow people that inspire me and give me hope of whatever I'm trying to achieve. I just don't get the point of subscribing to certain people that don't do anything positive in their life. And maybe I am a bad person. Maybe I'm old souled. I don't really know. Because all this really is me saying, I don't know, am I the asshole? I don't know. Am I wrong? I don't know. Not that I'm seeking people's approval, I'm just saying my thoughts. But I like to hear other people's thoughts because it's all about conversation, right? Kind of like just getting the gist of spreading awareness that it's okay to miss out on things, right? It's okay that you don't want to attend a certain thing, or you don't want to go somewhere, or you don't want to hang out with people. Like, to me personally, I don't have that many friends. And you know what? That is totally fine with me. You know what? I don't count most people I interact with as friends. Ooh, burn. Because listen, Linda, listen. If you don't benefit me, are we really friends? Ooh. That one's a tough one. Like, I think a lot of people find this really hard to hear, is that they keep a lot of people around in their lives because they're scared. FOMO, scared of losing a person in their life, even though all they do is take advantage of that person. And to that, do I say to that I do say you need to reevaluate your circle, because you should only have a circle, a close-knit community of people that you consider friends, that you consider someone that cares about you, someone that doesn't take advantage of you. Because oftentimes I see these people who struggle from FOMO, claim they have all these friends, right? Oh, my contacts list has 2,000, 1,000, people. Okay, mine has 100. Oh no, mine only has 100 because of the people I work with and I forget to delete them. That's on me, right? Like, I truthfully do not care. I have no problem, absolutely no problem not being friends with people. And maybe that's a problem on my end. I don't know. Is Jomo better than FOMO? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's kind of really all I've got to say. I just don't have FOMO. And people guilt trip me and gaslight me for feeling bad, even though I didn't never want to go anyway, or do that certain thing, or whatever the case may be. Because I have so much time on my hands that I could spend doing other things that would benefit me. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Am I an asshole? Let me know. Okay. Thank you for listening. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Music, don't forget to give me a 5 stars. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. Okay, bye.